I love the new electronic grind size adjustment inside these new Grind by Sync grinders, but what on earth is an AGSA blockage? If I'm making a very fine adjustment from coarse all the way down to a very fine grind size, the grinder may give you this warning: possible AGSA blockage. What's an AGSA blockage, may you ask? So AGSA stands for automatic grind size adjustment. Inside this grinder, there is a small electric motor that changes the grind electronically, making it very, very precise. As baristas, we know if you're making an adjustment on your grinder from very coarse to very fine, you are going to squash ground coffee and beans between the burrs, blocking the motor. So the grinder is just warning you that if you do this electronically, that is what is going to happen. So here is the previous generation grind by weight with the manual grind size adjustment. But if you're making large adjustments, we all know as baristas, if we're going from number 8 on the coarser scale all the way down to say number 2, so when we're making that adjustment from very coarse to very fine, there is coffee between the burrs that gets squashed, meaning the motor cannot start because it is under tension. All we have to do is, when we're making the adjustment finer, is that we purge as we're making that adjustment to the finer position. And then the grinder can continue to make that adjustment finer to the grind setting that you selected. So let's continue and see what happens. I'll acknowledge the message. Now the grinder is making a very big adjustment from coarse to fine, and you can hear the motor starting to squash the beans between the burrs until it stops. Now it will flag this message. Now, this message may look scary, but it's actually nothing to worry about. It just means that the grinder has gone from very coarse to very fine, and it is doing exactly what it warned you about. So we have gone and squashed the beans and ground coffee between the burrs, meaning that it cannot go any finer until we purge the grinder. So let's do that now. We're going to acknowledge the warning, grab our dosing cup, and just purge a little bit of coffee. And then the grinder is going to automatically continue onto the grind size that you selected. So that is what an AGSA blockage is. Nothing to worry about, just the grinder letting you know what potential issues you might run into when you're changing your grind size from very coarse to very fine. You'll only see this message when you're going from very coarse to very fine. And all you have to do is acknowledge the message, give it a little purge, and then it will continue onto the grind size that you originally selected. If you've got any questions about any of our grinding products, leave them in the comments below and one of the team will get back to you. And maybe we'll even make a Malkoenig tech tip about your question. As always, we'll see you in the next video.